Alrighty, happy Friday.
Howdy, y'all. We
Little
made
bit
it.
today. A lot of energy,
TGI freaking F.
and it's a TGIF moment. That's why Friday is the best day to do live stream. So thank you for popping in, Doc Murdoch and Lee McCready and Eat More Possum and Sunrise Water Media, and of course Ivan's in the house and Kiwi's in the house. So we are sitting. We're ready to roll, man. This is the freaking way we start. We only start with freaking fire and brimstone. So, all right. So, welcome.
Fire and brimstone. Now, I do have to ask, why is Skydio in trouble? And why are they in double trouble? Is it because we're commenting on it?
No, because Skydio, first of all, hasn't done crap. Second of all, Skydio is getting freaking the evil empires crawling up its butt right now. So if you recognize the downward facing props on the front of that quad design, assuming it's real, they are basically stealing the top sensor idea and the bottom facing prop idea, and they're putting it into practice in possibly the Mavic III. So that's what I read from that. So that's kind of why they're in trouble, because if they don't freaking answer to the bell, obviously there's something functional about that, and mostly it has to do with the top sensors. That without the props up there, you have complete freedom to sense the whole top of the drone. So anyway, that's the minimal amount of crap that I know. Other than that, I'm just going to have fun today. So Tuesdays for being smart. Tuesday's the smart stream.
That's where we're after the smart asses.
The smart ass stream. So. All right.
Or as I call it, the superior intellect of my posterior.
That's right. We call that that's the stream for the sexual intellectual. So, and you know what the definition of a sexual intellectual is? It's the first joke of the day. It's an effing know-it-all. There you go. I didn't even swear. So,
well, since we're on bad jokes,
okay.
You know why a fish gets so put in bad grades in school, right?
Oh yeah,
that below sea level.
And that's it. And that's the jokes of the day. So if you're coming for any other excitement, you just missed it. It just happened. It's all over now. I'm going to be messing with this camera, guys. So just bear with me.
You better behave yourself. We got Crazy Patrick from Sweden.
What? Crazy Patrick's in the house. Oh my Lord. Crazy Patrick, are you lost? I'm sorry, I'm screaming. I got to stop yelling at the camera here. I'm just trying to move it around to open up the width and the breadth of my beautiful outdoor steer. I'm just going to put it back. My beautiful outdoor abode here. So it's mostly just for interest, for visual interest. So if Steve runs by, you'll see him over there. He probably won't run over there now because it's like 100 degrees in that corner. And this is exactly why Dad Random did not buy the Mavic Air 2S, because I would not be able to fly it today already. And that would really suck after I got it 2 weeks ago. So I wasn't as dumb as you thought I was. Doug Terry in the house. How you doing?
Wait a minute.
Doug, you're not 2 blocks away. You should show it. Doug, if you're 2 blocks away, then you need to freaking walk 2 blocks and get over here and say hi. You're welcome to come over, Doug, if you want to. I got a Coke for you if you need one. I've got a hot dog too, by the way. I'm actually making hot dogs this afternoon. That's the big surprise. And I'm on a freaking diet, guys, right here. So
I'm on a diet too. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, I eat it.
Webcam split.
There's your the last bad joke of the day.
This other computer is not working whatsoever. So,
Well, that's probably because you didn't get out this morning and shovel coals to build up the steam on that thing.
well, now, like I was telling Kai, this machine over here is running Windows. I think it's
98
now.
SE.
Well, 8. Oh, was it 8? Yeah. It's not 7. I know that. I at least updated it to 8. Or what? Windows? Yeah. And this one's running
8,
Windows
it's
10.
98. 98 SE.
This is Windows 2000 over here. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this is I told Kai that I want to keep using these computers as long as they keep working. So I got 2 of them set up. These are like twinners, and I've got access. I can quick look up things, and I've got freedom to do stuff. And that's I got to disconnect my phone over here. So
now, just for all of y'all that actually believe that he's sitting out there voluntarily, his wife actually kicked him out of the house. He's living in that shed now.
This is the doghouse. It is very hot. Like I really have to stay active until it gets to be nightfall, because during nightfall it cools down by quite a bit. And then I have to put a little space heater under me that kind of radiates heat up under my hammock. That I should hang a hammock there and do a live stream from a hammock one day. So.
Yeah. No, just put a little sparker below yourself, and when you start farting, it instantly combust. It'll keep you nice and warm.
Oh,
it's a twofer, because at the same time it'll burn off the smell. So.
Oh. Now this here, I was trying to log in via the camera 2, but it doesn't even want to find my webcam for. Oh, there it is. It found it. Oh my Lord, it actually did. A little light went on. It might take 10 minutes for it to fire up, but interesting. That'll be cool. Then, so this one over here will be 420p. I just want to see if it'll work. I need to have a little bit of like I said, I call it a lookup station. Hey, there I am. Holy crap. Yay, it worked. All right, check this one out. Let's see here. I love it when stuff kind of works. So let's go there. Turn that off. And I'll take, this is, Dad. This is camera 2, right? All right. I keep changing its name. This is usually Health Cam over here, but it allows me to, let's see, enter broadcast studio. Let's see if it shows up. Oh, now we gotta shut the sound off. There we go. At least this I can. There we go. Oh yeah, double trouble.
And yeah, echo. We also got a nice little echo going there.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay. So there we go. All right. Now, obviously, I have to shut off the other mic, but then I'd have to use this computer mic. So anyway, I just want to see if it'll work. Guys, that computer over here is about 15 years old, and it still works. So don't be throwing away those old laptops until they physically stop working. All right. So yes, guys, I'm on a summer diet. Okay. But the summer diet allows me to eat hot dogs today. So I'm basically breaking into those same hot dogs that I had about a month ago. I kept them. They're still fresh and the same buns. So that's what we're having today. What do you think of that?
Sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious. Delish. Mute the other mic. That's what Doc. I did mute. I thought let's see. Thought I muted it. Oh, the keys on this computer are so old that it might here. Let me try. I'm gonna do one more. Try one more thing and see.
Let's see here.
There.
No, we got a wonderful echo.
Okay. That's it?
No, it's not.
Still
We
right.
get an echo, big time.
All
All
right,
right, it's not that.
The only way to work it out
is
here. Duh. That's how you fix that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. But I don't need this camera on, so I'm going to take it off. But I just need to mute mute the camera. That's what I was being told. It's dad overload. Guys, I'm in a good mood, man. I can work as many cameras as I want when I'm freaking in a good mood. So let's get centered here. Quit touching the cameras. All right. This one should have a 1080p camera. I do have another one. I actually have another mic coming, so the crappy sound that you're going to hear today is going to be gone if this Chinese company comes through and sends it to me. So it's a studio mic. It's a regular, just a plain old studio mic, but it'll be a better sound. It'll be a cardioid mic. It'll sound better than an empty box. So that should improve things. It'll be directional, and so I actually do have another directional mic. It's sitting in my pile of crap, and that does have a shotgun on it. Why don't I just use that one? All right. Anyway, I got one of those little shotgun mics for my GoPro. So, all right, that's enough of this.
What I need to do is get one of those things.
Well, it's nice to have a little USB mic that just sits down anytime you're running, just so you can talk at a normal level. Right now, I'm kind of screaming because I feel I have to because it's so far away. But all right, you guys know my electronic problems, and you know my weight problems. Okay, so let's find out about Kai's problems now. Kai, what's your problem today? Who pissed you off at work?
Who didn't piss me off at work? Be a shorter list.
All right, just don't name names. It's okay, guys, to vent about work buddies as long as you don't use their name and put them on a stream with possibly 1,000 people able to hear. So.
No, I'm just actually I'm trying to pull up a picture to share because I made a little purchase this week.
Oh, nice. Show it up. Let's go. Bring it up. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get, but somehow or another technology ain't incorporating here, and I don't know why.
Well,
it kind of teased me off, though. But we'll fix that.
Let's see. I can send me I have one issue that I got to deal with anytime I'm doing streams like this. Is that I'm connected to an account that I usually use for pictures that's not connected at this point. And I'd have to email myself pictures. So just give me a second. I just got to email it to my correct account here. Share it to Dad Random. Where is he? So you'll say, why don't you get ready? Guys, I have a job, man. I was just thinking about this today. I was starting to get a little bit just a little bit worried that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not good enough today. I'm not good enough yesterday. My videos are sucking. I was starting to think like that. And and then today I had an epiphany. And I'm like, why in the hell do I care? And I do because, I think everybody tries to get better every day. It's in my nature to keep improving on what I do. And it puts too much pressure on you. So I'm like, I got to stop that. So I'm slowing down. You've noticed that I've taken time off when I've needed time off. And that's just the way it's going to go. So I apologize for not being here, but Kai's filling in perfect. It's a good, he's tells me, and he'll probably tell you in a second here, it's a good release for him to just get on and talk tech. And, my wife is stressing me out with appointments and things right now, but it's important to her. So I go. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to put those appointments first, and then if it goes over and it goes over my live stream, it's okay. I've really been like yesterday. I got home at about 4 o'clock. My wife calls me on the way home, and I was going to go fly my drone. Okay, I had a whole drone idea, a whole flight plan set up, and I was on my way. I was going, okay, I'm going to the place to fly. This is what I'm going to talk about. I'm all ready to go. It's a perfect day. All those things. And I got a phone call on the way. It's like, you need to pick these things up for me. My son basically bought a car before he left, and he went to California. Well, he didn't get license plates and all that stuff. So the title didn't come through, all those things. We couldn't find a title anywhere for the car, paid for car that he sold. So they won't give us license plates until they got the title. Anyway, so I had to go down and pick those up, and I had this big flight plan set up. And what'd you think I do? You think I'm going to tell my wife, go freaking jump in a lake? I got freaking dad random stuff to do? No, I didn't do that. I freaking went down to the car dealership, and I did, and I went home, and I was all upset, and I sat next to her, and she was asking me questions and trying to be nice and talk, and I was just a jerk. So this stuff is starting to affect me too much. So I'm cooling it off for a while. And I think that because of that, we should get better. This is just, like I said, I told you a couple of streams ago that if you take this stuff too seriously and you're not making $2,000 a month minimum, which nobody is that I know of, okay, you're basically barking up the wrong stream. You need to be basically working your job, taking care of your freaking regular life. So anyway, that's my rant for Friday, and but I'm so happy that it's Friday and I'm here because I'm free to be here today. All right, okay, Kai, you can talk now.
Can I? I think I forgot how at this point.
There we go. Here we go. Let's look at some cool stuff. Bam! Check that out.
Yeah, I'm going. Lone Star is going old school.
Yeah, he's going now. Describe your awesomeness.
That's the Sky Zone 030s or 030s. That's the OLED goggles. Yeah, is Woody still in the chat here?
Uh-huh.
Woody Drone Son. Yeah, I was seriously looking at the Fat Sharks, and then these came up for sale for a price that I could not pass. So
yeah, we were definitely going to hit this topic of looking for old gear or used gear or gear because people are just because this stuff is like if you think about electronics and how much they're actually used, I mean they're literally brand new. So if you're interested in flying more quads, having more options, if you don't think of analog a little bit, find some good old school analog gear with good quality though. So you don't have to find the old analog stuff. You can find plenty of new analog stuff, that's going to give us that love that we want. Right? We want good quality.
Well, these guys actually have an HDMI input, so you can hook up SharkBite to it, which might be an experiment I'm willing to try. What I might do, I still have that frame lane for that diatone F4. I might build that as a SharkBite.
So it just opens up options, for buying gear, and there's.
Well, let's.
What? Let's.
No, that's not eBay. It was Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Now, we don't like eBay much, but I stomach them because they do make selling easy, but they don't make selling necessarily fair. There you go. Selling is easy to do, but it doesn't mean when you actually sell it, it's going to stay in the buyer's hands for very long.
Well, you can buy on eBay. Selling on eBay is a whole different animal.
Right.
It's not what it used to be anymore.
Yeah, and
So
anytime
but
I
yeah,
sell
Woody,
something,
I told you I was looking at the Fat Sharks, the Attitude V6s last Tuesday. And on Wednesday, I get on that FPV marketplace on Facebook and I see these advertised for an incredible price. And I went ahead and snatched them up. So
it was a good deal.
I couldn't help myself at that point. But since we're talking about gear and aging gear and what have you, shall we have a little look-see at DJI FPV and where it might possibly go at this point?
Well, I really don't even have a clue, except for every time I fly,
Well, I'm not talking about the DJI FPV.
Oh, you're okay.
Well, I'm talking
Gotcha.
about DJI FPV gear and CADX Vistas and.
All right, here we go. Kai's basically doing we're not talking about DJI FPV. We're talking about FPV.
Yeah.
Not that.
We're not talking about FPV with training wheels. We're talking about the real FPV.
Oh man, come on! I love that thing. I absolutely love that.
There's nothing wrong with training wheels.
Oh.
But no, I want to know the DJI FPV system, whatever they used to call it, or
whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. So we had the air unit, and that was all they had in the beginning. And then they introduced the CADX Vista, which was a DJI camera and a different transmitter, which did away with the recording in 1080p, and you just record it in your goggles at 720p.
Right.
Now DJI discontinued the air unit, but CADX, I guess, picked up the scraps or whatever you want to call it, and is now marketing an air unit of their own, which has a different camera on it.
Right.
More lightweight camera. So we don't know it yet, but it seems the common consent is it's probably a version of the Nebula Pro camera.
Right. And it will give us what we want, which is to continue to, modify and digitize our quads. It's kind of like some freedom,
So, but that begs the question, what is going to happen next with DJI and FPV? I mean, we now have the V2 goggles. So there's going to be a V2 air unit of some type, but what is that thing going to look like? Now, we've got analog cameras out there that have a digital recorder on it. They can record in 4K. So I would venture a guess and say the next air unit will record locally at 4K and then transmit back to the goggles at 720p. And you still have your backup in your goggles at 720p. You can record that or not.
Right. I just don't have a good background in analog, and there's a lot more, I would say, hands-on work that you have to do when you go back that way. That's kind of my big hang-up. I'm a plug and play person, where you're more of a tinkerer. You're the one that's more of, you can combine systems. You can, you like certain transmitter styles, and radio. You like certain radio setups, and I just use what's available, and that works. I'm kind of like a lot of people that are flying FPV right now. So, but it doesn't mean that I don't tinker a little bit. It's just that tinkering level is still at I don't even think I've passed a 1-year anniversary yet of flying FPV. So I've got a long way to go.
I haven't either, but yeah, eat more possum. I thoroughly believe the V1 FPV gear will continue to be serviced by KEDX, at least for the time being. I imagine that makes KEDX a fair amount of money. But when we go to the V2, I believe that's going to be air units again with 720 in the goggles and 4K on the unit itself.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I could get that going.
And
let's see.
I'm I don't think they're going to drop us, but over time, the Vistas and the air units going to get scarce if they're not being supported much longer. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of not really worried, but there's definitely a little concern there. I mean, I love my DJI FPV stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Eat More Possum says he's got 3 sets of V1 goggles.
Yep.
And then you can have people watch. That's the thing, is you can get into your put a pair on your wife there and throw one on your kids, and bang, you're flying, and they can be with you, which is pretty fun if you don't want to fly. But yeah, it's we want the early digital stuff to stay around because it's a great starter point. And the more stuff out there, the better. If you can pick up a pair of digital goggles maybe 3 years from now, and we're on the V3 goggles, you should be able to get V2s and V1s and hopefully connected to one of those air systems, and that's, the problem is it's
what usually happens, the V3 goggles will be able to hook on to the V2 and V1 air unit / Vistas, but the V1 air unit and V2 air Vistas are not going to be able to get, or the V3 air unit will not be able to be used as V1 or V2 goggles. So you're going to have a backwards compatibility from the goggles, but not from the air units.
Yeah, Ben was making the comment about the chipsets, and of course, obviously, your technology has to keep supporting it, and that's the big problem. You're kind of held hostage that way.
We gotta, I mean, right now, just to switch from left-hand polarized to linear antennas,
right,
is already a somewhat concerning step. I don't know, you want to pull this up since we're on the subject of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sunrise was just giving me he was commenting to me that all the DJI stuff is a lot of plug and play, and that's true. And I'm good there. I'm good within the the plug and play environment. I'm okay with that. I'm still a newbie. I'm confident I could do it. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. I haven't had the need yet, and I do things based on need. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oops, I got to get that one out of here. I'm just trying to do. There we go. This is the.
Somebody cracked open the transmitter for the DJI FPV.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that,
training wheel, and that's where you see the antennas inside the plastic tee.
Isn't it a downer to see just that it's in that really cool, well-designed tee? That's all the crap that's in there.
Well, the particular question that came up was the guy was asking about those Yagi add-ons that you can buy for the OcuSync 2 transmitters and for the old Mavic Air, the Yagi antennas that you could stick on top of your antennas to improve reception.
Yep.
So the guy had one Yagi hooked up to either side of the antenna, thinking the antennas were in that crossbar. And then somebody posted this picture. I'm like, okay, that Yagi ain't gonna do no good on this side of the unit.
And you almost
So
you only got the left side.
Allegedly, this right here in the center is the 2.4 gigahertz, and then the little one up top here is the 5.8. Okay.
It's amazing, how simple that is. And then you look inside of a Hubsan Xeno Mini, you're going to have less than that. You might be lucky if there's a little wire going in there.
But those are definitely linear antennas. So,
guys, please don't get suckered into stuff right now like the FIMI. If you want to buy the FIMI, obviously it's up to you. I'm just telling you the camera is just not going to be good. It's not going to be. If you've already flown a Mini 1 and you get that, you will be disappointed.
Who wants the FIMI Mini? I want the Hubsan Mini Pro. Or as I call it, the Unibird Lite.
I learned my lesson. I am not doing that again. That was painful, and it wasn't fun. It was so stressful to own those things. It
was fun. It was great fun for the rest of us.
It was not fun because I had to work my butt off to just try to convince myself that I liked them. And even though it would do some things good, like I did the hover test and it hovered for 28 minutes, I'm like, that was amazing. It was an amazing accomplishment for
but the Hubsan Mini Pro is going to go for 40 minutes.
Kai, I could get my freaking my X21 to hover for 28 minutes by just sticking a 6S battery.
That's the Hubsan Mini Pro.
I'm going to do a hover test with a really crappy freaking kid grade drone. I'm going to do that. And just hover it right out here in the sun.
Oh, I got something I can send you for that.
Oh, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that 4S. I got that 4S. Or excuse me. Yeah. No. I got the 3S pack. I'm just gonna stick a 3S pack on there. 3S Lion, man. That'll freaking fly for days with that. But that's kind of amazing. I always like it when people do teardowns of gear because I of course I enjoy it too much to tear it apart. But some people have I need to get it. I'm sitting on a wooden chair. I'm like a little kid that has freaking itchy butt right now. So I gotta find me my towel.
At your age, they're called hemorrhoids.
I've got where's my towel? I usually have a towel out here. I'll go get it in a little bit. I got to go and set a bunch of stuff up. So when I start cooking my dinner, I am cooking my dinner live. I should probably get my plates out. My wife, of course, took all of the great places to put stuff, and she filled them up. We can't just have an empty cabinet anywhere. Everything has got to be full. I mean. So here, and this will be but on the other hand, I'm glad that she's here.
Hence, that's why you have to meet was the cabinet.
I'm not complaining.
Was the designer and the contractor and everything else.
So I'm not complaining. She's been too good.
You're getting off way too easy on her project. I mean,
I don't have chips.
I mean, she's bringing a contractor, not like your bar set that you had to build yourself.
Well, I think every time the contractor comes in and checks out my bar shed, they don't want to come in and do the work because they know I know stuff. And when contractors know you know stuff, it kind of puts them a little bit off. They're like, oh crap, is this guy going to be looking over my work every day? And the answer to that is probably yes. But I'm not going to get involved. Okay, I'm going to keep myself out of it. So if my contractors are watching right now, I'm going to stay out of it. You can go watch my videos and have fun with my really crappy technique. But
Well, Ben T sums it up. You don't want a cabinet filled with stuff. Don't build a cabinet.
Ben, you're married. How can you freaking talk like that?
He's got a point.
Ben, you must have a different relationship than me. You must get away with way more stuff. So,
well, first of getting away, you've got a super sticker. Drone HD TV.
A super sticker. Very cool, man. Where'd that come up? Oh, we're nicely done. Thank you so much. Thank you. We do appreciate that. A lot of people go, Dad Random, he doesn't need freaking 99 cents. And I'm like, yeah, he does. How do you guys, you think that my wife lets me do this stuff? Right now, I have been like sneaking money like left and right. I buy props, sneak that out. I got so much Pyrodrone crap that's come in the last month or so. I've got like 4 sets of props. I've sneaked batteries in. So I've been sneaking a lot. So hopefully she's not watching this or any of her friends, because I think her friends are starting to watch this.
She's got one of her friends watching it and then get her the cliff notes after the fact.
Yeah, I've been sneaking a lot. You guys don't know about sneaking, do you?
I'm going to have to, I think in the future, I'm going to have to call her first and ask if you can come out and play.
Ben's wife is a software engineer. She would engineer your freaking whole thing full of freaking chips. Tell her to freaking make more chips. That's all we need to know.
No, that's software. She's software, not hardware.
Oh, that's right, duh. Guys, my brain is software right now, so there you go. Guys, that's why Kai's here. So when I say something really stupid, he can quickly pull me, at least save some face. Help me that. So I do have my own cabinets. Oh, you guys have your own cabinets. This is all does she have a really cool computer and you have a really cool computer? You guys both you compete to see who can have the most like hot rodded system? Frank says he does the same thing. All right, so you guys know about sneaking stuff inside of the accounts. You gotta. When she goes left, you go right, and then she goes right, you go left, and you just drive that thing right in there. Get that freaking camera.
There's your solution right there. Amazon Dropbox.
Amazon Drop. Now that's
maybe you need to go to the UPS store and book yourself one of their little mailboxes.
Guys, I use the volume principle. Okay, there's so much crap that goes through our Amazon account that you don't even know what's going through there. If I put like one thing through, there's 50 things that just totally engulf it. So if I get like an SD,
but you know a woman's gonna freaking realize real quick, like, okay, clothes, more clothes, jewelry, battery, huh?
What?
Chris?
Yeah, batteries. You needed batteries for that whatchamacallit you bought. Didn't you know it took? You didn't know it took 120 C hobby lipos?
She'll tell you, I bought 50 AA batteries last month. 40 of them still laying in the kitchen drawer. Nice try.
Here, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna gonna leave the camera there. I got another idea for the camera, which is like right in the middle here.
You really want to do her a favor. Next birthday, buy her some kitchen utensils for her birthday.
What did she want to buy one day? She asked me if she's saying for your birthday you should. She actually asked me. She said we need a vacuum. And I'm the one that does the vacuuming. And I'm like, I took offense to that.
Well, you're a sucker.
You should buy yourself a new vacuum. That was not fun. I'm like, I don't want to waste $300 on a vacuum. I can buy so many cool things with $300. We're going to make this old crappy one work. All right. Okay, I know it's only we're 45 minutes in, but I got to show a picture. Okay, this is I mean that's
Oh,
what our
boy.
freaking stream is about here.
All right.
All
We're
right,
going to see a picture.
I just want to put
Parents, cover your kids' eyes.
this.
Oh, that's not the picture you showed me earlier.
No, this is the one that. It's this one. It's the one on the stream cover. Okay, this is the one that everybody's basically looking at as far as the Mavic III. Because I told you that, assuming like if this thing is like not even real,
it's already broken.
It doesn't it hurt.
They assemble it upside down.
Kai was saying, well, this one does flips. It spins. It does like 3D flips, so it can go that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you can't. First of all, you can't fold it.
If it were to do all of that, it'd be broke after the second flight.
Do you guys think this is a hoax?
That is 100% bull crap.
Come on. This isn't a hoax. This is real. They're just stealing Skydio's design. They're going to have a downward-facing front prop.
Where did you get that from?
Guys, I don't check my sources. I'm like everybody else in America. I just believe all the crap that comes across Twitter. So.
Well, you are to be in real good shape the way you jump to conclusions all the time.
It does look like a Mavic Skydio mix. Would DJI do this design? And
why would they do this?
This is not proprietary. It can't be, because I've seen this design before. They've done downward facing props on toy drones. So this is not
that's all well and good. But do you see the camera? Do you see where the props are?
Come on.
Those props be 100% in view of that camera.
It's not they just haven't. It's got a dead cat mode where the props go like this and they go like that. Guys,
they shut the front ones up. They shut off the front props to keep them out of the way from the camera, right? And only fly on the back two props.
It's dead cat mode. It's going to be going like this, and then when you want to freaking get those shots, and it's going to go just like that. Come on, Kai. You got to freaking think outside the freaking box. That's why you're not an engineer for DJI, and I should be. Okay, it's going to go like this.
No, I mean, they are coming out with the V-Cop that only has two props on it. So
especially when
this is the two front arms are for decoration only. It actually only flies on the rear two arms. Okay.
Doc Murdoch saying it's a hoax. Come on, guys. You guys got to freaking have some fun with this stuff.
Okay, and if this was
if you look at the props are going backwards. Obviously, the front ones are going to be pulling down the way they've got them designed. I mean, obviously, if they're spinning to the right, they can't push. There's a lot of things wrong with this picture, but isn't it fun? I just think it's a great discussion piece, and that's what our channel's about, right? Is it possible though?
The one more critical thing that's missing on this, there's no upward or sideways sensors.
Well, those little dots are supposed to be sensors. You see where it says 60 and all the 60 numbers are the same? That is supposedly a hint at we're going to have sensors, because the Skydio does the same thing. There's sensors, there's cameras on the arms, there's one on the back. So it has 3, I think, upward facing cameras. This is definitely sending, Skydio is definitely knowing. This is like where you take a dog and you just put it on the heels of who you want to just antagonize. And like Drone HD TV is saying, this is meant to antagonize. It's meant to freaking just I got to use my hands here. Just they just want to do that to freaking Skydio, because Skydio just doesn't have billions of dollars. They don't. And this is the heart of Skydio. They're just like grabbing it with the tweezers. They're gonna freaking just grab it, squeeze it, move around. All right. No 3D sensors. Yeah. Who knows what this thing has? Obviously, like Doc Murdoch said. Oh no, it was. I think,
is this the one that you
Doc
launched was a big sling?
Well, they want people like me to talk about it, but they don't understand that when it comes up, it's going to be a fun discussion. So I just think it's great.
I still like the Porsche design or the Air 2S.
Oh yeah, when we first saw the Porsche front, that was released a long time ago. That was released like 4 months ago. That front, did you see that? At least 3 to 4 months ago.
No, I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
I was said to be the Mavic III for the longest time.
Well, we're not sharing that anymore, but that was fun, wasn't it? So, I just think that usually DJI, when they put out a product like the Mavic Air, or the Air 2, they're basically giving you a foreshadowing of what's to come. It's going to have, it's going to be more capable than what they put in there. And if that's just the only test that we have to know what the Mavic 3 is going to be, and they were thinking that there's going to be a little bit of Skydio technology in there that they're going to push, stuff that people like in Skydio, which is mostly the sensing. And I really don't even give a crap about sensing because, be quite honest, I don't fly anywhere near anything that has to be sensed. The other thing is the camera power. It's going to have, we're going to have a massive upgrade in the camera, but a slight upgrade obviously from the Mavic Air or the Air 2S. So things like that. And then, if you want to beat up on Autel too at the same time, you're going to make it 6K or whatever, or you're going to do something that's going to make it that next step.
No, I'm sure
and it's going to fly for 40 minutes.
Mavic 3 will be a 6S or a 6K.
6K with a 40-minute flight time. It'll have a 40-minute flight time. It's going to have a big-ass battery. Or a smaller version of a big-ass battery that's more efficient. There's definitely going to be less weight. I think they're going to be able to shave the weight off. If you've ever held the Autel Evo 2, holy crap. It's like holding a brick. And you're just like, how is this freaking going to fly? It's a flying brick. So it's the magic school bus.
It's a flying orange brick. Okay.
It's school bus. It's the flying school bus. Nobody else has the cool names that I give these things. That's why I'll never see it, because they know I'll give it a name.
And the name Chris Hope's in the house. Good afternoon, Chris.
There we got there. Chris Hope. Hey, how you doing? How are you doing? What happens if Skydio? Let's see. What happens if Skydio drops a new Mavic 3 size drone with the Skydio 3D sensor arrays? Let's put this up here. True acro mode for all Cineflight needs. Doc, let me tell you something. Kai's sick of hearing this, but I flew the FPV yesterday at sundown. It is such a glorious experience to fly that thing. I'm just going to tell you, I am I'm a fanboy. So you're not going to hear me. I totally hated it. I said it was, I gave it the freaking Hunchback of Notre Dame freaking picture. But now I love it. So it's my little chubby friend.
It's still butt ugly.
It's my little chubby friend now. He's chubby. Don't be calling him fat, Kai. That's very
No,
rude.
I didn't call it fat. I called it butt ugly.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is. How many Chris's can we get in the chat today? We should get some more. We need more. There we go.
Here we go again with your split personality.
There, I got to be able to talk to myself.
Lord help us.
Look at what's next to Kai too.
See, this is exactly what happens when he doesn't get his pills on time.
He's surrounded.
Where are your Smokies?
Oh man.
Where are your old Smokies?
Hey, there's nothing.
You ought to have 2 of them right now.
Okay, now when I do, I'm going to be actually it's almost 5 o'clock, so I got to start my food. It only takes like 25 minutes to cook it. It's just hot dogs anyway. But
It takes you 25
I'm
minutes to cook a
Old
freaking hot
Smoky's going
dog.
with it. So
It takes you 25 minutes to cook a freaking hot dog.
I don't know. These big, they're when they're freaking this big, man. Come on.
Well, they're already fully cooked. All you're doing is just warm them up.
Oh man, come on. And I'm gonna be slicing some of these right here and putting these on the hot dogs. Okay. I'm gonna be splitting them down the middle. But this is for flavor, guys. This is for flavor. I'm on a diet, so it's only for flavor. Flavor. And this is water. This is just water in here. So, I got to go ahead and guys, I forgot my knife, so I got to go grab a knife. So, Kai, take it from here, baby.
Oh, boy.
I'll be right back.
Is she going to let him in the house? That's the real question. So, I don't know what being okay. I'm not quite following, but pickles are not nasty. Pickles are good for you. Pickle juice especially. Oh, God. Here we go. Who was it that had Ash droning on? Was out with friends. One of his friends had a remote controlled truck. That remote control truck, for some reason, ran over his DJI FPV quad. His DJI FPV quad did not survive. It needed 2 new arms. Now he's got to wait till the middle of July or something to get replacement parts. He's not happy right now. So, yeah. DJI FPV thing, as nice as it is, it's just too sensitive. And what else do we have to share? What else I think of? I forgot. Yeah, I was going to talk about the DJI controller and their antennas inside. That's what I forgot about on Tuesday. So if you were here on Tuesday, you've been brought up to speed on the DJI antennas. Speaking of antennas, Doc, you still here? I'm going to need antennas for these Skydio goggles. Hook a guy up, would you? Oh yeah, you can order all of it, but no, Ash sits in Sweden, so he's got that supply issue over there. Did you listen in on that conversation?
He's talking about me. I know he does this when I leave.
No, I'm not talking about. For once, I'm not talking about you. But Ash,
you're talking about antennas.
Oh, Ash from Droning On. He's got that DJI FPV thingy.
Yeah. And
he was out with friends, and one of his friends had an RC truck, and was that RC truck. He ran that DJI thing over, broke 2 of the arms.
It's just playing hard with your toys. So if you're breaking it, now I ranted about breaking it, but if you're just playing hard with it, you know,
I'll be. Hold on, Doc. It'll be your right hand.
I got like gold props, and I've got.
It'll be right hand because the only analog antenna that I have to my name right now is this little beauty.
Oh, there you get. Were we going to talk about? Well, that's an analog antenna. Were we going to talk about
Yeah,
the
but
digital antenna?
that's one that lights up. It has LED built into it. Has a
Oh,
blue LED in it.
my DJI ones don't have LEDs. I want an LED in my tail, freaking thing. I want my freaking quad to light up by the freaking antenna. That would be so cool. Maybe my Mavic III will have a LED up antenna on it. Were we going to talk about the Flywoo versus diatone dilemma? That the diatone.
No, they just can't tell left from right over
Left
there.
from right,
That's the
yeah.
whole problem.
I was thinking about buying. I told Kai I was going to buy another diatone antenna and stick it on my Flywoo to see if it makes any difference. Because it seems like my Flywoo antenna, even with the new one on it, actually it was okay. I flew them both just this. It wasn't too bad. But it seems like the diatone is still outperforming for some reason. I'll have to. What I need to do is take the antennas apart, but you don't call me RC Shim, so.
Hey, Doc, that'll be SMA.
All right. I got to go get some
just
salsa.
plain old SMA because it's for the Skydio 030s. Yeah, he said he wants an LED in his tail. I heard that too, and I just tried to ignore it the best I could, but
got to get some chips and salsa. I'll be right back.
chips and salsa.
Yeah. Good diet.
No, what you need on there is remoulade, which is a Danish sauce, which makes the hot dogs go bang. Matter of fact, last time I flew to Germany, I actually deliberately flew through Copenhagen so I could catch some Danish hot dogs on the way. Every time I fly home, if I can't fly through Copenhagen or Denmark on the way in, I actually jump in a car and drive to Denmark, which from my parents' house, that's about a 30-minute drive anyway. So, who's having a blinking ass ant? Wait a minute. What am I missing here? You want an LED in his tail. He didn't say anything about his ass. So, and I've got a diatone L3 on the way. So that'll be my first analog experience. Let's see how that all works out. I also ordered a holder where I can put a different receiver module in there, like a GBS Fusion, and use it was the goggles. That was a Banggood, $15 Banggood purchase. Well, I figured Steve wouldn't be far when there's chips involved. And you call that a diet, huh?
But yeah, I can only eat till 7. Then I got to starve till tomorrow until 2 o'clock. They call it the intermediate fasting. So in between the fasting, I gorge. So I don't know if that's part of the diet, but I just made it this way because I figured that if I'm going to have the diet, I was at least going to make part of it fun. I don't know.
Thank you, Doc. Doc's going to hook me up with antennas.
Oh, nice. I bet you Doc doesn't have any antennas in his antenna room. Doc's probably got a whole room full of antennas.
And a wall full of quads.
I saw that wall. All right. I'm back. I'm back in spirit. Steve wants chips though, so I gotta help. These are healthy
Well, so
chips.
everybody here was wondering about your desire of having bling out in your ass or a lit up tail or whatever this was.
The light up what?
Is there the bling on your ass or the light up tail or whatever it was?
Yeah, the light up bling.
Are there some underlying issues? Do we need to call Dr. Freud now and have you analyzed?
Have I have I been analyzed because I want to light
You
up
should
tail?
be analyzed.
Doctor, I got a whole box full of antenna parts. Oh. I'm starting to get guys. I'm starting to get a box of things. I'm starting to collect.
I wish I only had a box of things. I get like 3 boxes of things. I'm looking over at my table there. Table of spare parts and extras.
Okay, Steve, you got to go. Go on, go on. Yeah, I've got I still need to get a kit, an organizing drawer. I was gonna get just a box to organize my stuff. I think I need a large set of drawers. The the little kit with the handle.
You need some large drawers to fit your ass in. Is that what?
Large drawers. Oh. Well, no, because of this diet, I don't need large drawers. Steve, no, down.
So you can only eat from 2 to 7.
Yeah, so from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So as soon as the clock strikes 2 at school, I bring food there.
As soon as the clock strikes 2, freaking Domino's banging on the door, delivery.
Jimmy John shows up at 2 o'clock every day. This is supposed to be healthy. So I want to get like I said, a bank of drawers, but I only want the drawers to be about 4 inches
Harbor
wide.
Freight.
Huh?
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. Yeah, I'm gonna get down there because I want to see it, but it could be plastic. I just need an organizer. I need like a drawer that has like small compartments in it for like wire leads and connectors. Just a whole. Basically, I need to be like an electrician.
I literally have like 2 Rubbermaid containers over there that just has a slew of little envelopes in it.
I'd like one I can like carry with, I'd like to have a pull behind.
Just has little baggies like that,
Yeah, there you go. And then just separate with the baggies.
And wires.
Yeah.
Antennas. What else do I have here? More wires.
There's so much stuff you have to have. Then you have to have like shrink, a plastic shrink wrap. You have to have wire, shrink. You got to have all kinds of things. Heat shrink. You have, what else? You got to have tape. You got to have like just random wires, just different gauges of wire.
That's why I carry in my toolkit. Bring them out when I go fly.
How does everybody organize their stuff? What we need to do, guys, this is what we need to do.
This is my little baggie was additional wires.
Okay, this is what. Hey, Kai, I'm gonna make a plan here. Okay, we got to organize this stream today. So what I'm saying is this: if you want to do it on Tuesday or next Friday, if you guys would send in pictures of how you have your crap organized. Just take a picture, and we'll show those. We'll talk about them. Because I need good ideas to organize my stuff. Right now, I have no organization. It's like if I buy a quad, it comes in the box, and then the box is basically full of stuff like stickers and stuff like that. And then I take that box, I leave everything in there, and I just put it aside, and I get another box with stickers and random stuff and battery straps. Put it next to here, and then I get another box. I got like tons of these little boxes that are all disorganized, and I got to straighten that out. So,
well, while you straighten that out, I did get this little beauty.
oh, that's got a. Is that a?
That's the
smoke stopper on
saver.
there? Huh?
That's the smoke stopper.
Yeah.
Short saver. Wi-Fi short saver 2. If you're building stuff, you don't want to do without. Because there's nothing worse than that feeling when you plug in the battery and a puff of smoke comes out of the middle of your quad.
I haven't had that happen yet, but at that day I'm going to cry, and then I'm going to talk about it. And then we're going to talk about how I'm going to stop it. And then everybody's going to say, duh.
If you would have bought a smoke stopper,
You should have hooked up a smoke stopper. I don't want the weight. That looks like it weighs like 10 grams.
you only use it at fire up just once. You don't fly with it on it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Hey, Steve, no. Steve's like jumping on my computers.
No, when you have your quad built, then you plug in the smoke stopper,
Okay.
and you plug in the battery, and then it'll show you if there's any shorts anywhere.
So it's basically an analyst tool.
Yeah, it's basically, you plug everything in before you plug that in, and you plug your battery into it, and then if
Ben says, or the wire insulation starts to melt, or you smell this odd odor in your house.
let's talk about that odd odor. I think Sunrise has a firsthand experience about that. Also, the melting wire insulation.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to buy a new a power distribution board for my charger because I think some of them are melted. I have to keep plugging it in until one works. Oh.
See, the other thing I'm going to be able to do now. Remember that little nano long range?
Yeah.
Now that I have analog goggles, guess what I'm going to try out?
I know what we're going to try out. You're going to fly the Dave C. You going to make that? Are you going to build
I'm probably not even going to make it. I'm just going to buy it because he's got it on his website for sale all in one piece. I mean, for what he wants for it, you might as well buy it from him.
Yeah, that's true. Now that one you could completely build.
Sunrise learned the hard way to check the polarization on your wires.
When I was building my when I was reconfiguring my wires for the SMO camera, I got it all done, and my black and my red wire, my power leads were reversed, and I just noticed it. I'm like, how in the hell did I screw up red from black? I mean, I'm sitting there doing this. They're giant red and black wires. It's not like they're small. And then I'm looking at it going, those are backwards. Then I had to freaking desolder everything. God, that was terrible.
Here, go ahead and put that on.
It's here. The Wrecking.
It's not in stock, but it's on pre-order, and they even make you a deal for pre-order.
There it is, the Wrecking 3.
Let's make sure that we get it. What's the crossfire on it? But then again, I've got enough crossfires laying around here. Crossfire Antennas laying around here.
I just want to see you hold it, because it's going to be really tiny when you're holding it. It's going to look like a little bug.
Well, it is tiny, so.
Down, 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 Steve. There you go. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing any flying this weekend. It's supposed to be raining all weekend long around.
You guys got my weather because that's what we had. We had rain and wind. Like 2 days ago, it was literally so cold you couldn't even sit out here. Now I'm sweating and it's like 96.
Well, 2 days ago, we had tornado warning. There was a whirly, there was a squirrely whirly about a mile from my apartments.
So there was on the radar. So it was a tornado warning, not a tornado, not a severe weather watch.
Well, you got tornado watch. That's when the conditions are right for it, and then you got tornado warnings. And the warnings they put out when they see the hook echo on the radar was some rotation. That's when I put out the warning.
Yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. Doc Murdoch, it snowed on us here in New Mexico 2 days ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The mountains over here were full of snow. Pine Mountain was white, and I wanted to get that. I wanted to fly in the desert with that big white background. And then I had to go to meet a designer. Guys, my wife is so cool. I complain, but.
And Harley FPV is joining us. Good evening.
Hey. Harley, hey, how you doing, Harley? What's happening? Hey, what's happening is you're happening. Thanks for popping in. This is our favorite stream of the week, next to Tuesdays, which is our second favorite. Well, it could be our first favorite, depending on if we like building or my stupid freaking stuff. And to each his own. So we love it, but we love them both.
Well, apparently Doc Murdoch is high.
Has he been eating gummy? Is he eating gummy bears?
No, he says he's at 6,000 feet elevation.
Oh. Like, what do you do? Show you a picture of a purple gummy bear?
No, he just said he's at 6,000 foot elevation. That makes him high.
Steve, come on. Steve, when he wants a chip, he crowds you. He's really rude.
Well, who created that monster?
Me. It's my fault. I don't need to eat all these chips anyway, and it's past 5 o'clock. He's hungry. It's his dinner time. He's going to have to wait until, I might have to go feed him. Otherwise, I got to feed him chips, and I'm not going to do that. That's just not good for him. Now, I don't have my, Kai, this is when I need to go get me a gimbal. I need a powered gimbal for this moment right here. But I'm not going to buy the 4. I'm going to buy the 3. What do you think it's going to cost me to get a?
I bought my 3 for about $70.
$70. There we go. I can do that right now. I can sneak that right in the Amazon cart.
I didn't buy mine off of Amazon. I think mine came actually off eBay.
Fasting. I got my private pilot's license at 4,500 foot elevation too. We don't know how the plane got lift. Steve, go on, Steve, back. Here, I gotta feed Steve. Steve is gonna bug me until I feed him, and for obvious reasons. So give me a minute.
Oh yeah, he's hungry.
Well, yeah, it's dinner time for Steve. I'm not gonna make him sit there and. All right, give me a minute. This will be. Steve feeding is easy. And then I gotta check on the dogs.
They're probably already on crispy, golden brown like my tuxedo.
Dogs are looking good. Now we just gotta feed this other dog. Come on, Steve.
All right, you just go take your dogs for a walk. Yeah, unfortunately, our weather doesn't look so hot. 100% chance of rain for tomorrow with a high of 69. And then Sunday, apparently, it's going to dry out. So, but at 87 degrees, after 2 days of rain, it's going to be a scorcher on Sunday. Yeah, that's not going to be a good weekend. What do the next 10 days look like? I might fly on Monday after work. I might fly on Monday at work. We'll make it work. What's everybody else up to this weekend? Ouch! Dislocate your elbow, instant 3-axis gimbal. Yeah, no, I'm good. Frost warning. Frank, where are you at? Ellie, out at the lake. I'm sure it's raining. But the lake needs to rain too. I mean, water's way too low there. Oh, your Doc's on call. I'll feel for you, Doc. You ain't gonna get any rest this weekend.
All righty. Got to get the buns out. Sun's out, buns out.
Well, we're getting a bunch of rain, but Ben's got us all beat. He's already in the boat.
See, does anybody save like solar panels that come off of broken strings of light? Like me, I save everything.
What are you saving that for?
I don't know, charging stuff. I don't know. I might get a string of lights that I need to power up. Kai, it's always about the future, man. It's never about now. You're so short-sighted sometimes.
Well, if you get enough of them, you could buy yourself a sailplane and put them all on top of the plane, and then
I could just peel them off, you know? Then I could fly the 8-foot freaking albatross. All right. This stuff is
Harley's got Sunday through Tuesday chances of snow. Jesus. Yeah, the weather is really not going to do us any favors over the next couple of days here in Central Texas. But that's okay. I've got about 3 projects laying around here that I need to get busy on. Gonna change out the motors on the Beetle, the 3-inch Beetle that I built. I'm gonna put 1206 motors on there. And then I'm going to take the 1404s off of that and put them off to the side for the diatone 4-inch build.
I need a 4-inch quad, man. I need a diatone 5-inch.
See, Woody's got it figured out. Could be a new video for that to see how many it takes to charge your toy DJI FPV out and on the field.
Steve is being a pig now. No, Steve.
Well, so are you.
He isn't barking at cars and stuff like he usually is. He's getting lazy.
Well, no. He wants chips.
Wow.
Why would you bark at cars when there's chips to be had?
What have we missed? There's we've hit the topic. We hit the faux FPV, the faux Mavic III. I mean, we hit the old kit, the new DJI Air unit with the Caddx system, the Caddx DJI. We got the picture. We did the. What did we miss? There's something that's.
I've been racking my brain over it.
Reckon? You've been reckoning? We should reckon
Well,
the
we need a wreck stuff in order to fix it.
What about the Reckon 5?
My Reckon 5 is about to get retired.
Yeah. I was thinking about the new Reckon, the new one, the new Reckon 5 with the
You mean the
basically
4?
the full size body. That one. You're showing it. The full, yeah.
Well, there's the mini, the
No,
micro.
I'm talking about the. Yeah, let me find the Gep RC one. That's what I'm. It's the Crocodile 5" is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm screwing up.
The
right
Baby Croc 5.
here. The Baby Croc 5. Holy crap! I can't get anything right.
Where's Gep RC?
Baby Croc 5. Oh, there we go. There's little Crocs. Gep RC.
There we go.
You got it. All right, you're faster than me. Oh, there we go. That's the there it is. Now, what does everybody think about this thing? Okay, not the Synolog, but that thing right there. Is that just a another Apple phone? You know what I'm saying? Or does it actually give us anything different? That's the kind. I mean, obviously, it gives us a freaking $450 price tag.
Well, it's got a full air unit in it.
Right. Yeah, but it does. But does that have the original camera, or is it the new camera? Is that the original?
It looks like the original camera.
Because that to me is a huge.
If you look at those little ridges there, that is what used to be the.
Here, we go grab a dog here.
Yeah, that's definitely the
dog time.
Yeah, that's definitely the original air unit camera. But original air unit goes for $190 now.
Right. That's crazy. I mean, everything's getting so freaking expensive. It's kind of like DJI thinks we're all freaking made of money and stuff. Crap, we're eating hot dogs, man. Oh. We're begging our wives for freaking extra freaking chump change, man, so we can buy freaking plastic parts for our toy quads. What do the Chinese think we are? Made of money? Here we go.
Eat more possum just sent me this. So let's see if I can. Save this somewhere.
Crocs baby. Well, it should be a Steve. It should be a baby. It should be a baby daddy. Steve, get out of here. Baby mama. You think Steve's nervous? He's eating stuff under my foot. Steve, are you nervous? You might be hot, guys. I think.
All right, pull this up. Eat More Possum just shared his field kit.
Oh wow, there we go.
That's what you call organized.
I love the freaking Tupperware there.
Battery charger and leads in one tub. All the quads in the other. We got the Baby Croc. We've got the Flying Pig. And we've got the Rocket Plus. I don't know what else he's got in those boxes. Probably all the cables to go with them. That looks like a Instago and that thing. And then, whoops. And then we've got a whole box of tools.
I need tools. I need a forceps, something that actually a real forceps would be perfect for clamping things. So a forceps, I want another set of screwdrivers, hex drivers that all have handles on them. I want them to be, so you don't have to take. All mine are like take apart ones, where you have to take them apart and that kind of thing. And that's kind of inconvenient when you want to do stuff. I want a really small needle nose pliers and a little angle cutter. That to me is everything you need right there. The other thing I need is a ginormous magnifying glass like Kai has with a light on it. One of those freaking tool lights. Because I can't see crap.
You mean this little beauty
Yeah,
here?
that exactly. A big one like that. That's not too big though. That's not as big as it. That's kind of actually the right size because it's travel size.
Well, you can take that off the base to make it a bit more compact too. But that just sits right here on my desk.
Right. That's exactly. But it's big enough to show you a large section of the quad. Ready, set, drone. 30 minutes, guys. Thank you, Lee.
Who does he have on tonight? I didn't even see a preview for him today.
All right. I was being rude by eating in front of everybody. Oh. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That was really good. I wish I could make hot dogs for everybody. That's like the perfect thing because they're cheap, but if you put the right stuff with them, cheap can be like really good. So, oh, that's so good. And then you wear a shirt like this, and if you get mustard on it, nobody can tell. And then you knock it down with one of these. That was good. Now, I actually, guys, guess this. This will make you laugh. I had somebody today send me an email that wants to give me a go-go bird to do a review for.
Give you a what?
Another go-go bird.
Well, we all need a go-go bird.
They're going to send me another one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to rebrand the other video I already have. Here you go. Put it on YouTube. Or put it on Amazon, I mean. Oh. I actually have a little drone coming. There's a little toy drone that somebody's sending me. They just sent it out today. But it's just full of LEDs, so it's just going to be a fun little like light up thing. So I'm kind of looking forward to that showing up. That'll be fun. What I should do is do a hover test with that drone and put the Mavic or the Air 2S next to it. And as the Mavic Air 2S drops and can't fly, that little toy drone is going to be going, eh. Sorry, guys. If you got an Air 2S, you probably love it. I'm just jealous because I can't fly one. It's just not going to work here.
That Air 2S is pretty snazzy. I kind of like it.
It's a nice quad, guys. There's no question about it. There's nothing. They don't make crap. I mean, it's a 1-inch freaking camera sensor. So I did see quite a few of them crash already. So you can't blame the DJI FPV for crashing. Give me an excuse of why your GPS drone is going to crash.
You want an excuse to crash a GPS drone?
Yeah, you guys, most of you guys saw the crash. If you've been watching videos on the Air 2S, there's a video out there, flyer not or to remain anonymous, who basically gets caught in some wind, and they do everything you're not supposed to do to fix that problem. They didn't reduce altitude. They kept trying to defeat the wind. There's no other things that you can really do wrong. I mean, you can't fly it back to you sometimes. So especially if you're over water, you just got to get it back to land. And if you got it back to land, half the battle is won. But some people are stubborn. They're like, it's not coming back to me. So,
Well,
I feel bad.
question is, how rational was this guy thinking still?
I think he was rational. I just think that he was panicking. And in the same video they were flying a Mavic or a Mini 2, and the Mini 2 was out there as well. And the Mini 2 came back. The Air 2S did not come back. So there you go. Mini 2
Hey,
lovers.
I'm going to be right back.
All right,
Give me a minute.
Kai's got to go and relax. All right. This gives me a chance to bring my guest in. All right. Dad Random, how you doing? I'm fine. How you doing, Dad Random? Well, I hear you got a new video out. One of my videos that's coming out now, and which I do have out, which will be posted. Look at that camera; it's terrible. There we go. That's better. Is one that people asked me about. They're like, hey, will you do this certain thing? And I'm like, sure, I'll do that certain thing. So anyway, video's coming out. So I've got, I think it's a pretty good one. It does a good job at explaining a very simple fix, something that a lot of people have been experimenting with, but some people haven't. So we will be dropping the video that will stick around for a while. So there you go. There's the caveat, or the what do you call it, the trailer for it right there. It should be done. I just have to finish up all the stuff around it. I have to put the credits on it and all that stuff. So
is this Jekyll and Hyde moment or something?
You what?
Is this your Jekyll and Hyde moment?
Yeah, I'm talking to myself. What? Are you? I'm talking to Yes, I'm talking to myself. I was pumping my new video, and I needed an extra hand, so I thought it was very creative.
I don't want to know what you did with that hand.
Well, this video is a little bit. I've got a little bit of raciness in there. It's a little bit inappropriate at times, but most of it is really actually pretty good information. So. Okay, basically, guys, it's not rocket science. Basically, I was experimenting with changing my sticks out. So there you go. So if you're interested in that, that'll be posted tonight sometime. So if you're interested in watching that this weekend, it actually, my radio's cracking a little bit. Here, I just need to turn this one off. Here, I'm cracking up. Right here. There we go. That's much better. But anyway, that's he needs medication. I do. Medication. So here, hold on. I gotta get that other bun off. I don't want it to be like crispified.
You got crispy buns now? Yeah, it's not just the audio that's crackling. There's a way more net crackling with them.
Look at that right there.
So you successfully burned a Frank.
Not bad, huh? Complete with pickle and fun. So, guys, when you eat healthy as much as I do, you crave this hot dog like life itself. Yeah, I'm clinging to life right here. And sometimes life is a hot dog. So, right?
Well, we have seen your health food.
Oh man, I'm that's next week. This week I was gonna make sure that I'm gonna eat this hot dog when we're all done with our stream, but yeah, this week, oh man, here we go. That fixed. What is Steve? Steve, stop it. You already ate. Sit. There we go. Steve is being a little butt. I'm losing my focus, like in many ways. It's not focusing on me. It's probably the lighting. All right. Is it just me or is it my glasses? Is that unfocused, Kai?
Hold on, I gotta get to your screen. Yeah, you're way out of focus.
What is going on with that freaking camera? There we go. Let's freaking camera. Here, I'm gonna move it over
If
here.
you would pay more than $9.99 for a camera, you know.
Believe me, this thing. I think I paid way too much for this one because there was a camera shortage at the beginning of the year for these webcams, so everybody was screwing you out of webcams. Like this is probably a fake Logitech camera, but this is supposed to be a 922, and we'll see.
My cousin had bought a new webcam, and I was told to be a Logitech 920.
Yeah,
and it turned out to be a fake.
Yeah, there's a lot of fakes, and then they're selling them for $150. I have a real one, and you can tell the difference. Real ones are very bright. Like the one I use in my other studio, the one that's upstairs in my house, that one's a real one. That's got the Carl Zeiss lens and all that. That's it's got the auto background. So,
but that's only the older.
So,
only the older 930s have the Carl Zeiss. The
930E, yeah. So I bought it a long time ago. It's the 930E, like you're saying,
yeah.
The 930, yeah. And then they just found another distributor for the lenses, so they still made a camera that's like it, but that's the good one. You can find those, but the real ones are, you got to find a used one. Let's see. I just purchased a Canon Vixa camcorder with clean HDMI out for $130. But $30. Okay, good. I'm actually thinking that it's almost time for me to upgrade camera-wise, so I am thinking about that. Ben's got a real Brio. The only problem with the Brio, Ben, is my internet sucks. So that's a 4K camera. But can you tell me what you like about the Brio, Ben? Brio
comes with a pretty hefty price tag.
Yeah. $130. Sony ZV-1. Yeah, that for I think my daughter has a Sony ZV-1 or like that. The older, I'll have to look at when she started her vlogging experience a while back. Let's see. Yeah, it's true 4K, he's been saying. But you have to get a full frame mirrorless camera. You can really up your YouTube game. So, but it's heavy, and you got to get a big gimbal for it, and I've got
he's got Google Fiber, so he can stream in 4K.
Hey Ben,
I'm upgrading my webcam because right now this 525 that I'm on, I think we can do better than that.
Yeah.
But StreamYard limits you to 720p, so.
Right, at our price range, we could update our price range if we wanted to drop more money.
Yeah, but the highest you get is 1080. I mean, StreamYard don't go to 4K, not yet.
No. What is it going to cost?
Here's a look at my toolkit if you want to.
All right, here we go. I don't have a toolkit, so here we go. Let's look at this. Hold on here. I'm going to make this full size. See, that's German engineering right there. It's all laid out, organized, ergonomic.
Well, got a couple screwdrivers, nut drivers for the propeller nuts.
Yep.
That little thing is a servo exerciser, electrical tape, Loctite, bunch of
I don't
different
have
connectors.
Loctite. I need to have Loctite.
A whole bin full of extra battery straps, spare props, USB cable so I can use my tablet in the field to do adjustments. And then there's a clear duct tape and double stick tape. And my baggie of spare wires and pigtails.
I'm jealous of the organization. I'm going to do it though. I'm going to become organized. I will do that.
That works.
I've got to improve my box method, my multiple box method in an entire closet.
Yeah, and then of course you got people like the Matt Professor here or Doc. Have you ever seen anybody, the car mechanics have the big roll around tool chests?
What is he
He
got?
about have the equivalent to that in the trunk of his car. Okay.
He's got a snap-on freaking. He's got a snap-on box for his.
No, it's not a snap-on box, but he could have rebuilt the car with those tools.
Well, Doc, it's okay to be freaking excessively organized.
A servo exerciser is
guys, excessive
for
organization
airplanes.
is just going to make me like you more.
For airplanes, the servo exerciser. So you plug in battery on one side and the servo on the other side, and what's this little thingy here? You can trigger the servo to go either direction, or you can push a button and it automatically puts it to the limits. When you set up a new plane, you push a button and it shows you how far that horn will travel, and then you can adjust your flaps or elevators accordingly.
Guys, just bear with me. I'm just experimenting with some stuff for up and coming streams, just moving camera around. I'm just trying to get angles so it's easier to look at the two computers. So apologize, guys.
So if I disappear here abruptly, it wasn't me hanging up. There's a major thunderstorm outside of my apartments.
Well, we don't want you freaking putting your tongue on wire, that's going to interfere. Well, see, that sucks. I don't like that. Remember my gimbal, the limp gimbal problem I had? Okay. I don't like that either. That's,
Can't get it up anymore.
That's a lead into my video.
They make medication for that too.
Kai, I've got a video for you coming up, man. Wait till you see it.
Oh God.
I've got a very questionable part that you'll enjoy. So about in the middle of the video, there is anytime you're working with sticks, So anyway, it should be fun. It actually does give some good information. And if you're interested in doing that with your DJI controller or any controller for that matter. So Steve, you're not getting, no, Steve, no. Steve's got his head between my legs and he's like looking up. Like, are you going to drop some food down here? No, Steve, no, go on. Sit. Okay. Yeah, he needs to go in the house and just lay down, but he's got himself a food boner right now. So there you go. More information than you need to know. Limp gimbals. But you will definitely see I did another version of the limp gimbal, but it's not quite as fun as the one with the do you have a limp gimbal problem? So, yep, that's what happens, guys, when you get older. Limp gimbal. Right, Steve?
Well, that's a band, the Limp Gimbals.
Steve doesn't have a problem with limp gimbal. When you're a young dog, you don't have a problem with a limp gimbal. You just have a problem finding enough chicks. All All right, 547. I think I've exhausted my ideas. I mean, we've covered a lot of ground. Is there anything that you want to like bring in so we can segue into Tuesday of next week?
Well, what's there to segue in? So
Yeah, well, there we get.
new
Yeah,
goggles and Diatone 3 and should be here on
right.
Monday. So I'll be
Well, it'd be nice to see
tinkering with that.
I think we need to add on to that convo. That
I
conversation needs to
will be doing some design work for your Mr. Croc over the weekend too.
Oh, right. Thank you. Kai is really helping me out. He's going to make a bracket out of TPU so I can put my SMO camera on Mr. Croc. I want to fly without a full size. I want to have the option to go SMO so I can stabilize it because I only have a GoPro 6. Guys, I haven't had the guts to go and spend backwards money on a GoPro 7. To me, that's backwards money, like a GoPro 8, backwards money. So I haven't gone that way, even though it'd probably be better for Mr. Croc. But since I got SMO, I just need to be able to mount it. So Kai's going to help me out with a mounting solution for Mr. Croc. Plus, we'll save a bunch of weight.
We should have where'd that link go?
We're going to save a whole bunch of weight. That's to me the big thing. We will be down in weight. Oh, Brent, yeah. Brent sent a fuel kit. Now is this? Hold on here. Let me just see if this. Oh yeah, that's the one that you already saved. That was 8 more possums. Sorry, I didn't get to see it up close. So
you didn't get to see what up close?
I can't see the fuel kit very good from my computer, but he sent me a copy of that. So he's got a whole box just with his charging stuff. And you were saying that. I don't know if I want to fly so much that when I'm out in the field that I want to charge up. I kind of I get flown out very quickly. I just want to look at nature after a while. I'm like, all right, I'm going to buzz nature for a while. I'm going to scare the birds and squirrels. And then I just want to look at squirrels and birds. And then I'll do just regular photography. I'll grab my DJI Pocket 2 and just do that stuff. So nice.
There is one more thing to kind of share. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this in for Tuesday or not. If you want to share that.
All right, let's get there. Oh yeah, we got. Oh yeah, that's right. We're working on
a couple of these
cabling solutions.
And I'm going to build a cable for the SMO camera. I've got some extra power cables, and I'm going to figure out a way to heat up these 3 center pins and just get them gone. And then I'm going to put ground and positive on either end and use that to power the SMO camera with off the balance lead.
Off the balance, yeah.
On the battery.
Yeah.
So going to have to play with some heat shrink and see if we can get this hold together somehow and get it covered up to where it doesn't shorten out on us.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good solution, but mine is not. My quad has to be on for my solution to work, and this one solves the quad on problem because I've got my power going right into the power of the battery itself. It just piggybacks into the regular power system. So, and it works nice.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a soldering iron and just hold it up to the pin and get that pin super hot, and I think that'll get it hot enough to where it melt out of the plastic.
Okay. So
I don't want all these extra pins sticking out that carry voltage.
Right.
Yeah, that could be bad. So I don't think I'm gonna have them in time for Tuesday. That might be another Tuesday out, but
Right. Yeah. Tuesday is always hit and miss for me, but we should be good. I'm hoping Tuesday is fine. I
MT might have the right idea, printing some out of TPU to hold that plug. That might be a good idea, good way to deal with it.
There's a solution out there, and we want to use the balance lead power if we can. I totally understand that, and I like I said, my solution works good for me, but when I want to power up the camera only and I want to take film off of it and I want to, transfer stuff, I can't just use any battery right now. I can't, with the balance lead solution, you can just take any of your batteries that are almost spent, and you can go and take, footage off there, run your Wi-Fi, your camera. Right now I have to keep my quad on for that, so I can't really do it.
Well,
So
the other thing I was thinking of is build a little adapter, kind of like this little guy here. Hold on. This little dude right here.
yeah,
Now that's XT60, and then it has a
right.
jumper coming off with a JST lead. But I mean, you could easily build this with two 30s,
Right.
XT30s, and put a little, no, just use one of the power leads, jump straight off of that. That way you can jump it, plug it into anything.
Yeah. And what Ben calls it is stowaway weight. It's weight that, we should be able to use. And right now I'm adding weight on by adding the ST60 connect, or the XT60 connector, which I have got on there. I called it a balance connector, I think, didn't I? No, I was calling it I didn't think I called it an XT60. It's the little, I've got a ton of them. I got whole bags full of those.
Chris Sunrise is telling on himself here. Speaking of bad, note to self: don't plug in battery while metal battery straps are dangling.
Yep. Do not plug battery.
I'm sure there's a story that goes with that.
Yeah.
I might have to. Yeah, if your metal bits are dangling, then, well, never mind.
You must secure all your dangly things. You have to secure all your dangly things. If you're a new guy, we learn the hard way. I'm not repairing any more balance leads. That was just sucky time. It was like punishment.
Oh, you want to build another lithium ion battery?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll build another Li-ion battery. I gotta get another fat freaking soldering iron.
I need to build a 6-cell or 6S.
I've got a 6S I don't use right now. I will, though, when I take some of the weight off of Mr. Croc and I put my SMO camera on, I'm going to throw the 6S back on there and fly.
Well, I built the 6S was a XT60 connector, because I can fly the Shocker and the Titan with that. But anywho, hey,
yeah. I think we're done.
Kelly's about 5 minutes out.
Right. Let's call her quits. And I think we got through a good amount of things today. I think we got some good information out. That's really, we had a little bit of fun, so that's always nice. I got to sit outside for a couple hours. That's nice for me. Got to eat a couple of hot dogs with you guys. So thank you for putting up with my bad manners and my eating with my mouth open and all those things that I do when I'm I'm breaking all like live stream laws. I'm the only one that eats food on his live stream. That's not a mukbang.
Ben T, the Recon 5 does fly on the 3S Lion packs. It does better on the 4S Lion packs, but next meetup, I will have all that with me, so you can actually try that for yourself.
That's the cool thing about meetups, guys, too. If you haven't been to one, and I haven't been to one, but it would be nice if I could, and because I could meet everybody and fly everybody's stuff, and then let them break my stuff, and it would be so much camaraderie in that. So
The meetups are always fun.
yeah. All right.
The meetups are always fun.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to say goodbye. So adios for Friday. Anything?
You all have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Like I said, there's a major thunderstorm happening right outside my door here. So if I look a little nervous, I lived in Kansas for several years, and thunderstorms and I just don't get along anymore.
Yeah. Be careful if there's thunderstorms. Of course, don't fly your drone, except everybody's going to want to get that funnel cloud shot. The problem is there's electricity too. So, all right, guys, have a good week. Thank you for joining us. No Fly Zone, Dad Random, and
Y'all take care. Have a good weekend, and we'll chat at you all later. See you on
Later.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.